It's a great day to be alive and an artist. My name is Matt with the Hat, and today in our Artist Way series, we are going to talk about the virtue trap. So let's start off with a little bit of truth. As an artist and as a human being, we need solitude. We need time to do our thing. And so often when we're in a relationship, when we're a parent, when we're a spouse, when we're boyfriend, girlfriend, that solitude is neglected. Instead of paying attention to our needs, for example, I need to go on an artist date this week. I need to write my morning pages. I need to paint. I need to do this. I need to do that. Whatever it might be for you. You sacrifice this thing. And our soul and our creativity begins to wither. Our creativity begins to die. Right? Because we're not feeding it. We may still be able to put on the performance like we used to, but we're not growing and we're not having fun anymore. We become perfectionistic, as we've talked about in earlier videos. And what we do is we start to fall in the virtue trap. And how does the virtue trap go? Well, in the beginning, it starts off with a lot of anger. You're starting to free your artist, and you start to get angry, right? And you start going, I just need the time to do this thing. If you would just leave, right? And it could feel more or less intensive, right? But each time we say yes to someone else's demands, we're saying no to ourselves. I'm going to repeat that. Each time we say yes to everyone else's demands, we say no to ourselves. And so this resentment begins to grow. And we start to resent our loved ones because we don't have time to ourselves. We don't have time to play. We don't have time to have fun. And then that resentment comes to self-hate, right? And these phrases are often, sadly, said by creatives. I wish I would just die. And this is a true sign when you're working in the arts. I'm not saying that's the only thing, by the way. It is a true sign that you are being starved creatively by yourself. Okay, because true creatives make time for themselves. True creatives are going to let themselves play. And that's a hard one. It's a hard one for me because I want to be a serious artist, right? And so what I want to say to you today is I want to say to you, notice, first of all, is this you? Right? Admit it to yourself. Are you in that place where you feel stifled creatively? All right? And then I want to look at what we're talking about, which is the virtue trap. It is a fake sense of holiness that we can get into. It is the person who wants to be the perfect mother. And so rather than go to that pottery class, she's going to go to that soccer game that her husband could have attended. But she's like, well, I want to make sure my kid feels loved. And we do want to make sure our kids feel loved. Let's be clear on that. But you also have to feel loved for yourself, right? I remember there was this point in time This was when I was in high school, I think. Um, no, it was middle school. And my brother and I went and auditioned for a movie, just for fun. I mean, it was literally an adventure. And my mom auditioned for the movie as well, just for fun. And they wanted to take us on, in some regards, but they wanted to cast my mother. She was called back for this movie audition. And I remember my dad was furious. And because this was something for the boys, this isn't something for you, right? And my mom, because she loved our family, rather than going to that callback, she shut that down to be nice, right? I'm going to be the good mother. I'm going to be the good wife, and I'm not going to pursue my dream. Okay. And there are various other reasons for that. And I'm sure my mom had the best reasons. So I'm not condemning her in any way. But we often all find ourselves in this place. We find ourselves wanting to be not who we really are, but what everyone expects us to be. And so we live our life playing a role, right? There's a song in the musical Bear, which I talked about in one of my videos last week. And the song says, the role of a lifetime is living a fantasy. And this character is living an appearance of how the world thinks he should be, right? And so we get caught into this place where the virtue trap, we want people to think we are X, Y, and Z. We are smart. We are artistic. We are serious. We are the best this. We are the whatever that may be. And we have stifled in that character. We've given all the power to everyone else. And we have let ourselves lose our own power. And that virtue trap is addictive. And what happens with that virtue trap is we are continually trying to break out of it. And so we'll start to do something and I'll go, oh, that's too whatever. That's too country sounding if you're a musician. And maybe you've never liked country, but a country song comes out. Right? That's too dark. That's too cheery. That's too gay. That's too straight. That's too, I don't know. What is it for you? Some people, it's not Christian enough. Some people, it's too Christian, right? And we put ourselves in a box. And when I say ourselves, I'm talking about our artist child. And our artist child is screaming and hollering and saying, I want to be free, right? Because here's the thing. You deserve to be free. You deserve to be selfish. You deserve to give yourself some space. One of the things, my mentor, I didn't understand it at the time because I wasn't this person at that time. But when I was a young professional director, my mentor, every week, and I mean no matter what, he played softball. There could be a major crisis, but everything stopped when he played softball. He was a brilliant father, brilliant husband, brilliant director. But softball was his time. And every week, without fail, that was his time. And it was his time to himself. It was his time to recharge. It was his time to get in touch with the little kid inside that wanted to play. Yeah? And so we're going to go through an exercise. Let's take a quiz. And it is called the Virtue Trap Quiz. Question number 1. The biggest lack in my life is blank. Number 2, the greatest joy in my life is, fill that out, have fun with it. Number 3, my largest time commitment is, where are you spending your time? Where are you spending those 30 minutes? Yep. Number 4, as I play more, I work blank. Number 5, I feel guilty that I'm ignoring blank. Number 6, I worry that blank. Number 7, if my dreams come true, my family will blank. And just free associate those. Yeah. Number 8, I sabotage myself so people will, whatever comes to your mind, right? Number 9, if I let myself feel it, I'm angry that I, whatever that is to you. One reason I get sad sometimes is, and be brutally honest with yourself, no one's going to see this but you. Yeah. You may find some very interesting things that may hurt. You may find some things that make you feel free. You may find some things that blow you away. Now, the next exercise that we're going to do is I want you to list 10 things. This is called Forbidden Joys. I want you to list 10 things that you would love to do, but aren't allowed to for whatever reason, right? Could be because of your health. It could be because of this. It could be because of that. This is about 10 things that you would love to do, but you're not allowed to do. And I want you to free associate those things and have fun with it. Yeah? All right. So we're going to go further with this. We're going to have a little bit more fun with this on our next video. You are amazing. I love you. Keep making art and keep doing the work. Have a beautiful day.